Okay, we're doing number 23 of section 9.17. Just pause the video and read the word problem. Okay, so I've drawn a table out here just like they do in their answer. You just write the original situation. He bought we don't know how many yards. He paid we don't know what, but we do know his total payment. We don't know the price per yard. We do know after he cut himself off 12 yards, he sold it for a 25-cent gain over what he paid per yard, and he made $120 like that. So I'm going to set this up as an equation right here. Y minus 12 times P plus 0.25 equals 120.25. So you may be wondering why I put these two together. That's because the number of yards times the price per yard equals the total price. It's an equation. That's why I wrote both of these equations. I didn't think to mention that. Right here I've written out my equation again. Two unknowns. Let's try to make it just one unknown by being a little scattered in my explanation here. Let's just isolate y. Our yards is 147 over P, so let's put that there. 147 over P minus 12 equals P plus 0.25. I say equals, I mean times. Equals, I mean equals that time. It's 120.25. Alright, now let's do the multiplication. 147 P over P, that'll cancel, plus 147 times 0.25 makes 36.75 all over P minus 12P, and then 12 times 0.25 equals 3. Minus 3 equals 120.25. My family all just got home at the same time. That's what all that noise is, if you can hear it. Okay, so 147 minus 3 minus 120.25. I brought this over. I subtracted it from this side and made 0. Subtracted it from this side, and there it is, right there. So now I've got that, and I'm going to put my kind of P numbers all together. That's 36.75 over P minus 12P equals 0. Okay, a little sloppy, but let's add all of these now. So 147 minus 123, I'm just combining these two, 123.25. That makes 23.75. That is what that makes, plus 36.75 over P minus 12P equals 0. I'm going to multiply P to both sides of my equation so that I have 23.7. Actually, I'm going to try to write them in order so that I won't have to do that in the next step. Let's go ahead and do this one first. Let's see if I don't overload you, but I'm going to make it multiplied by a negative P, which is a negative 1P. That way my 12 won't be negative anymore. So I've got a 12P squared minus 23.75P. I'm just getting them so they get in order. Minus 36.75. That takes care of the P there. And the minus got used, so we're all good, equals 0, because 0 times negative P is 0. So now we've got, let's see what we can do right here. Let's just, we can do like Abeka, multiply 100 to both sides to get this decimal from being so troublesome. 1200P squared minus 2375P minus 3675 equals 0. What they do next is they're going to divide both sides divide everything by, let me see, they're dividing everything by 25, which makes sense. 25 can go into all of this. So that makes 48 right here, p squared, minus this one. You didn't have to do all of the 100 stuff if you didn't want to. That's just the route they took. You could have plugged it in right there into the quadratic equation, and that would have been fine. This makes 95p, and this makes 147 equals 0. So negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. My goodness, what a lot of numbers. All over 2 times a. Okay. So that's a positive 95 plus or minus all of that. Let's just go ahead and get that worked out. 95 squared makes 9025. And this will be a plus because these two negatives will make it a plus. Plus 4 times 48 times 147 is 37249. All over 2 times 48. That's 96. Okay. So we're going to have two situations. One, we're going to add the 95 to the square root of that, and one we're going to subtract it. Okay. I'm just checking my math on my calculator because I've been known to type it in wrong. 37249. Okay, that looks right. So 95 plus 37249, square root of it, equals 288 divided by 96 equals 3. Cool. So when I plus it, whatever, I'm just not going to write all of that again, I get 3. And when I minus it, I'm going to get 95 minus 37249 square root of equals negative 98 divided by 96 equals, well, I can just write it like that, negative 98 over 96. And that will cancel if I divide it by 2. That will cancel to 49 over 48. But it's still a negative, really. That just goes to show you that since we're trying to find out, what we found was the P. So we're trying to find price. We didn't pay a negative price. The price is 3. The price is $3 per yard. P equals $3 per yard. So let's just finish. That was really one of their questions. They wanted to know also how much he bought those. So let's see what y times $3, okay, should be 147 because that's how much he paid when he bought it. Divide by 3, y equals 147 divided by 3, which is 49. So he must have bought 49 yards at the beginning. Just to check our work, though, so there's your two answers. There are your two answers. Just to check our work, though, let's see if when he cut out 12 yards from his 49 yards, so 49 minus 12 makes 37. And then so 37 yards times, he sold them at a 25-cent markup, so times 3.25 dollars per yard. So if you're familiar with unit canceling, I am proud of you. The yards will, you probably are by this time. The yards will cancel and you'll have a dollar amount. So it should be the 120.25. Let's see. 37 times 3.25 equals 120. I don't have room for it. 120.25 checks out. Awesome. I love it when that happens. Okay, good job.